What's up, my dudes? You know shit's getting too real when Spency Boy gets back on the default JLV bike model. Okay, we are officially back on that MX Sim grind. It's been like half a damn decade, it feels like, since I've really done a whole lot of pro racing or any kind of racing in this game. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and make a fun little video talking about getting back on that MX Sim grind, man. I've missed it. I'm not going to lie to you. This game was my entire life from like 2014 all the way to probably like 2019, 2020, something like that. But the past 2 or 3 years, I've not really played a lot of Sim, man. There's definitely an element of having to get back into it, download some new snapshots. There's all kinds of crazy ass shit going on with those newer snapshots graphically. I just got that new snapshot where JLV added that extra little advanced stability setting in there, so there's a lot of different new stuff going on that I'm having to get caught up on here. But yeah, this video footage right here is just a fun little multiplayer race that I had on my server. We're just in there messing around. I turned the Erode on some just because, just to ride with it a little bit. It really doesn't feel that much different to me than it did like 2 or 3 years ago. It may slightly feel like it's got a little bit more traction feeling to it, not so slick. But at the end of the day, it basically just feels like it is adding a unpredictability to the tracks to me. I'm not seeing a whole lot of ruts really getting developed. I mean, it's more so just kind of the start of a rut, basically. I'm sure in the actual main events, you know, it'll be more like one giant singular rut, right? But, yeah, so, bro, I'll tell you what, last night, that was the first night that I really sat down and, like, just back-to-back-to-back multiplayer raced on MX Sim, you know, for more than, like, 2 or 3 hours straight. I think I was on that shit for like 5 or 6 hours last night, which would have been nothing back in my heyday to do that. I was doing that every night no matter what. But I haven't done that in a really long time in this game. Just sat down and played till my middle finger went completely numb, bro. Gonna mess around and be like Tomac out here, get a damn ruptured thumb tendon or some shit. But yeah, so, bro, that MX Sim grind, that's another level, I'll tell you that for sure. I'd kind of forgotten what that felt like over the years, but finally getting back into it here. Gonna see what I can do, getting back into the pro racing. Now, to be completely honest with you, it's probably gonna be more like 2024 before I get back up there where I was back when I was really racing, like that top 5 RF 450 Pro level. It's going to take me a minute to get back to that. There ain't no doubt about it. And I ain't going to sit here and act like, you know, I can just instantly come back. I can already tell it's going to take doing some pro races to get that racecraft back. It's just going to take doing it again. I mean, you got to think, like, I think I only raced like 1 or 2 pro races in 2020. And it was just very, very scattered here and there. I mean, you got to go all the way back to like 2017 before you really see like me just racing pro races back to back to back. Like, you got to go back there quite a ways, man. That's literally been half a decade. You go back to 2017. That's the last year that I was actually serious into the game. Then obviously RF shut down and came back and all the Erode shit and all that, right? But 2017 was the last real serious Spency Boy year on the game. So when it doesn't seem like that's been a long time, but that's been a long time, bro. And haven't done a single pro race in like 3 years. So yeah, you know, to say the least, it is going to take some time to, you know, get back into it, get back into the swing of things. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update here. 2024 will be the more serious, year getting back into it. I wasn't even really planning on racing this year, but I just so happened to get my team stuff popping back off again. Bro, everybody and their grandma crashed right there. Just so happened to get my team stuff going again, and RF just so happens to be making some better tracks. So to me, it's like, I'm really not ready to be back pro racing again. I haven't been putting in that kind of time back into the game yet. I just started doing that again. Just started doing that real, 3+ hours a night doing multiplayer races on the new RF tracks. It's like you got to be doing a certain kind of thing to really get that race skill back in the game. If you're just in there farting around on some custom track throwing whips, it's not going to do a whole lot for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as actually getting back in there on the new RF tile maps, tractions, really, running the laps on the tracks, I just started that, bro. So, jumping back into the pro racing, I have absolutely zero expectations. I'm sure everybody else is going to have way more expectations than I am. But personally, it's like, bro, I don't even give a shit if I make it to the main event. I'm literally just playing the game right now. It's MX Sim is one of those kind of games. It takes time to get back into it. Kind of like in real life, in a sense. Like if you just, you take one of the pro riders and you say, hey, just totally stop pro racing for like 4 or 5 years and then try to come back instantly, it's going to take them a minute to get back into it. And that's a very similar situation with this right here. I've got all the experience in the world when it comes to pro racing on sim. I've been there and done that. I've pulled whole shots in 450 RF main events, finished top 5 in RF 450 main events with the Erode, without the Erode. Like I've been there and done that, but it's just like kind of that relearning there's so much more to it when you get into the pro racing, so much more to the racecraft element of it that you can't really replicate anywhere else. And even the Erode system, I don't really know what all they've changed with that. I mean, I can get in here on my server with some guys and, run some laps on it, but that's just not going to be able to replicate a 20+ lap main event with full gate of pros. You just can't. You can't really replicate it any kind of way. So there's certain things, it's kind of like I'm going to have to literally race myself back into shape in a sense in the game. So, of course, all the haters are going to expect me to come out and instantly get a top 5. And if I don't, then I'm washed up and I'm terrible. All that typical ass shit's going to go down. We're going to have some griefing going on in the first however many rounds until them boys settle down. They'll be all excited. Oh, Spitzy Boy's back. Whoa. I breathe so much life into this pro racing shit. So when I come back, it's definitely going to be it's going to be a fun little shit storm. That's for sure. So either way, we may shake up some championships that are going on. There ain't no telling, bro. But, it's exciting, dude. It's fun at the end of the day. The haters, the lovers, the in-betweens, the RF fanboys, the Spincy Boy fanboy. I mean, that's just how it goes, man. It's pretty savage, though, not even talking about, even if you were a nobody pro racing, like, you give them an inch on the inside, and they're going to motherfucking take it. They're going to take your ass out. That's the way it was back before I was even MX Sim famous. Like, I was getting taken out even back then. So, it's just kind of, you just got to expect to be getting taken out in the pro shit. But, yeah, for me, it's like my sort of expectations are more set on 2024 and what I do then. But this is like little preparation. Just getting back into it. Finally got fast internet again. I just said, fuck it, let's go in here and run some pro races. So that's kind of at the end of the day what I'm doing with this. But yeah, we are officially back on the MXM grind. We're back on the default JLV bike model. We're taking this shit way too seriously. We're sweating the tea out again. I don't know what I'm getting myself into again here, but you know, life's short.